So the first thing that may have popped into your head is, what was that simple thing that Buddy Rich did that sounded so good? Well, let me show you. So, you want to know how to play this lick? Well, don't worry, as I'll show it in this video. Now, this is known as the right-left-left lick, which as the name implies is playing one right and two lefts, usually phrased with triplets. The reason I say usually is because most of the time you're going to be playing in triplets, although there's another way they can play using eighth notes. First, let me demonstrate with triplets. When you are using triplets, all you have to do is play the first beat of the triplet with your right hand and the rest of the beats with your left. So, it's going to sound like this. Although in contrast, we now have it in eighth notes, where in a normal 4/4 bar, it would sound like 4 triplets and 2 eighth notes. Alright, that's pretty cool. Now, I'm going to show you what it's like using this simple concept with 3 different licks. With lick 1, all we're doing is just using the context of triplets and putting our first beat on snare, and then bass, and then floor tom. So, it would sound like this. Now, for lick 2, it's just using the eighth note concept, but just with cymbals and snare. The first eighth note triplet would be a cymbal, followed by the 2 next hits being snares from your left hand. And now, let's hear a demonstration. Now, for the third lick, it's just going to be the reverse of the sticking pattern. So, instead of right, left, left, it's going to be left, right, right. The pattern goes like snare, tom, floor tom, back up again to tom, snare, and then you're going to tuck your left arm under your right to play the floor tom, which then you go back to the snare and you repeat the pattern. It would look a little something like this. Finally, to show you guys the use of all these licks in a musical context, I'm going to show you how to trade some 4s with these ideas. if you made it to the end, I'm glad you did, and you don't have an attention span of a goldfish. I don't know what to say anymore, so goodbye.